Are you someone who sets a goal and ends up overthinking your decisions? What if this happens? What if this happens? What if everything else goes wrong? Are you someone who wants to start a business? Are you someone who wants to start writing a book? Are you someone who wants to start a YouTube channel? Are you someone who, when you set yourself a goal, you get up to overthink all the negative things that could end up happening? Are you that type of person? If you are, this video is for you. We are going to talk about a book called The Mountain Is You by Brianna Vist. She talks about a self-transformation where you go on a journey, you go on a discovery about who you truly are and what is actually stopping you from you attaining your highest potential. If you are on a journey to find out who you truly are and overcome every obstacle that you go through in your life, this video is really for you. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. My name is Zawela and I hope this video is very valuable to you and has an impact positively in your own life. Brianna Vist explains in the book The Mountain Is You that you are the obstacle. She explains that you are the mountain. She explains that it's you against yourself. It's you against your emotions. It's you against your thoughts. It's you against your ability and capability to take responsibility for your own actions. She explains that self-sabotage is not you failing. It's not you not being able to attain whatever goals you've set for yourself. Self-sabotage is a set of unmet emotions. These are when your actions are not aligning with your goals. And for us to understand this better, it's very important for us to understand how the brain works and the evolution of the brain for many, many years. As human beings, we were because we belong to tribes. As human beings, we were able to survive because we belong to communities. Our brains have evolved in such a way that they protect us from unknown outcomes. We are as human beings because we belonged to a tribe. We are as human beings because we belong to communities. We were able to survive as human beings because we belonged to a certain community, to a certain tribe. And that is how our brains have evolved over time. Our brains want to keep us in a way to protect us from unknown results, to protect us from unknown outcomes. So this is how our brains have evolved over time. Let's say you've planned to study and you plan to do it in the evening. The evening comes, you set your goal to do it later. In that time, your brain creates or releases dopamine, which allows you to relax and stay calm. In the moment, your brain is trying to protect you from maybe taking an action that you don't know what the outcome is going to be. And logically, it makes sense for the brain to protect you from doing things that can take you out of your comfort zone and take you out of what you know as who you are as a human being. Let's say that you want to lose weight 5 kilos in the next 2 months, and you tell yourself that every single day you want to take a walk, an hour of a daily walk to wherever your surrounding is. Your brain, going to that point where you want to walk, comes up with thoughts for you to do something different, a different activity. Let's say you decide to clean the house instead of taking the walk. You get to a position where the dopamines are released into your body, you relax, you are calm. Now you know that if you clean your house, you know exactly what the outcome is going to be. Your brain is trying to protect you, even though the long-term effect of your actions not aligning with your goals is going to be severe. Your brain doesn't care about what's going to happen in 5 years. It cares about whether it can keep you safe for now. It's very, very important for us to realize that self-sabotage is a set of unmet emotion. It's very important to dig deeper. Where is it really coming from? The root of the problem. Where is it really coming from? Do we feel inadequate inside that we are automatically choosing thoughts and emotions, actions that do not align with our goals? So it's very, very important for us to do an audit of our emotions, our thoughts, our actions. Why do we do what we do? For us to stay at the same level of playing field. Moving on to the segment which talks about how to deal with self-sabotage. One of the first things that I would do in this case is for me to forgive myself. You forgive yourself because you don't want to have guilt for the bad decisions that you've made in your life. You forgive yourself so that you can have energy and focus on your current self. You forgive yourself so that you can focus now on the current goals that you have in your current life right now. The other thing for forgiving yourself is for you not to have shame, not to have thoughts of inadequacy, not to think that you're not enough. You put yourself in the mindset of forgiving yourself and then know that you do deserve everything that God has in plan for you. One of the other things that aligns with forgiving yourself is self-acceptance. You accept yourself as who you are, as God has made you. Part of you forgiving yourself includes you taking responsibility for the decisions that you've made in your life and the decisions that you're going to start making from now on. It doesn't mean that you're going to make only correct decisions. It doesn't mean that you are never going to make mistakes. It just means you take responsibility for who you are right now. You take responsibility for what you've done. You take responsibility for all the consequences that are going to come in the future. You take responsibility for the life that God has given you. You take responsibility and know that your life is in your hands. Moving on to the second part of you overcoming self-sabotage on this journey of self-transformation is about you making an audit, right? Analyze your thoughts. Analyze how your feelings affect your emotions. Analyze your behavioral patterns. Remember, how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things into your life or repels things out of your life. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things into your life and also repels things away from your life. It's very important for you to analyze your thoughts. Take a piece of pen and paper and write down what thoughts or what negative thoughts do you get whenever you come up with a goal. What negative thoughts do you get when you come up with a goal? What negative thoughts do you get when you push yourself out of your comfort zone? What negative thoughts do you get when you just have a task for you to do? What negative thoughts do you get when you want to attain something in your life? What negative thoughts come automatically without you doing anything? What negative thoughts do you get when you are just out taking a walk? So this is part of you being aware of the thoughts that influence your emotions, the thoughts that influence your feelings, and the thoughts that influence your behavioral patterns. This is very good as a starting point for you to become aware of what thoughts are exactly do I get whenever I do try to do anything in life. After that, it's very important for you to analyze your emotions, your feelings. What emotions and feelings are being affected by the negative thoughts that you get? How do you get to feel in that moment? Do you get energized when you get negative thoughts? What exact feelings do you get and emotions are being affected by your own negative thoughts? Are you energized? Are you motivated? Do you feel like you can push and go after the world? Do you feel that you can go after your goals whenever you get your negative thoughts? Analyze your feelings. How are they even affected by how you think negatively? After analyzing your negative thoughts, how your negative thoughts influence how you feel and how your feelings influence your emotions, it's now time to analyze your behavioral patterns. How are your automatic negative thoughts influencing how you feel, and how are your feelings influencing your emotions, and how are your emotions directly impacting your reactions, your ability to act in the world in the direction of your goals? How are they affecting your behavioral patterns in life? Do you feel motivated for you to move and act into the direction of your objectives or not? How do you get to react in life whenever you get these negative thoughts? It's very important. It's very, very important. You set yourself a goal, for example, to lose 5 kilos. Today, you want to walk 10,000 steps. You tell yourself that you're going to do it later. You end up laying in bed eating a box of chocolate. You've set yourself a goal, first of all. A negative thought came and told you to do it later. You got a feeling for you which is aligned with this negative thought, and you got an emotion which puts you to maybe lay in bed or just chill and watch the cartoons as a 40-year-old. That resulted in you not being able to go after or align your actions with your goals. How do you as an individual now react? Your reaction was you not going in the direction of your goals. You end up being harsh on yourself. You end up not being compassionate to yourself. You end up thinking that you are not able to do whatever you set yourself for. You end up having thoughts of inadequacy. You end up having guilt that you've set yourself goals, but you've never ever been able to go after them. How do you get to react and act in the world based on these negative thoughts? It's very, very important. Write them down. Write how you get to react and how you get to act, how you get to behave in the world when you've gotten these negative thoughts and negative feelings, your negative emotions. Write down how they influence you. This is all about awareness. It won't change much. It's all about you being able to be aware of these thoughts, emotions, feelings, and behavioral patterns that you don't need, that are pushing you not to align with your goals. This is all about awareness of what's holding you back. Make the path forward safe, not exciting, not perfect, not impressive, but safe. Ultimately, you want to get to feel safe with the version of yourself that does not self-sabotage. One of the ways to do this is for you to identify where the fear of self-sabotage comes from. And you do this by asking yourself a series of questions. One of which is, what feels scary about succeeding? What would change if I actually grew? What feels unsafe about taking the next step? Sit yourself down, ask yourself a series of questions that get to find the deep-rooted meaning of where this fear of self-sabotage comes from. The second part is for you to practice small, safe expansions. This is where you push your limits, your comfort zone. You push yourself out of your comfort zone step by step. And one of the ways is that you do or make one uncomfortable action per day. Take yourself out of your comfort zone daily, step by step, by doing something that you are scared of. Small exposure to spaces that you feel very afraid. It could be talking to a stranger. It could be a series of a whole lot of things that you feel that you are scared of. The third part is about you rebuilding trust with yourself. You have to prove to yourself that you can keep promises that you've made to yourself. You can keep promises that you've made to yourself and execute on those promises. It's very important for you to prove to yourself that you don't abandon yourself whenever life gets difficult, whenever you are not able to move forward with what you've promised yourself. You have to prove to yourself that you can really trust yourself. As I've already said, ultimately, you want to get to a place where you are safe with the version of yourself that does not compromise, that does not self-sabotage. If I was to leave you with any words of wisdom, it would be this: the mountain is you. You are the obstacle. You have to overcome you. The best path to your highest potential is about you learning more about yourself. It's about you garnering more awareness about who you are as a human being and going after whatever it is God has purposely put in your own path. The mountain is you. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. My name is Zawela. See you on the next episode of Quantum Leap Growth.